Bam! What's up, everybody? It is very early, and you guys are making me use face cam again. Of course, right when I post my trailer reaction, I get all these comments.
SeeReax, but there's a 10-minute gameplay. Well, SeeReax, you can react to the 10-minute gameplay. SeeReax, 10-minute gameplay.
Fine. Okay.
はい、そうですね。本当に今作、いろいろあるんですけれども、特徴を挙げるとして、3つあります。で、まず圧倒的なボリュームでの。
Alright, so you can get off the Nimbus and start flying around.
I think there's 3 distinct elements, and of course, as you mentioned, there's been a lot of Dragon Ball games in the past.
Oh, okay, we got fast.
The very first thing I would like to mention, though,
faster
is
speed.
Sheer volume.
Ooh,
and
okay.
The second point would be, of course, there's a lot of very meticulously recreated scenes from the original story that people are going to recognize as very much.
Android 8?
As well as some scenes
What? Okay, so this is kind of letting us know that there's going to be a lot of stuff on the side, and I guess some what-if stuff, so it's not going to be 100% just do the Dragon Ball story and then you're done. Like, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff on the side, apparently. I think that's good. It's very welcome. It's kind of needed in an open world game, because if you're just going through the Dragon Ball story, then all you really need is, like, you know, battles and stuff. If it's open world, then you need, like, other things for exploration purposes. Okay, hold on. We got to look at the mini-map here. So, I don't know if these barriers on the edge is, like, literally the limit to how far you can travel, or if that's just how far he's traveled so far. Like, that's the areas in which have been discovered. I mean, I don't know how much room you actually need, because again, I'm not going to be too quick to judge. We haven't seen enough. There are things you can do on the side, obviously, like you can see. So we have the main story, which is this exclamation mark. We have a sub story, which is where he's at. So he's doing like a side quest or something. A fruit tree, I'm gonna guess that's where you're gonna heal your health or something. Mineral deposit, so maybe you're gonna get items for something. Then a dinosaur habitat, so training, like, is there gonna be a leveling up system? Maybe you go train at a dinosaur habitat.
At CyberConnect 2, I think we're really experienced, dare I say, in the sort of cell-shaded type of expression. So, of course,
the flying does look beautiful. It's growing on me a little bit. I wish this animation was a little more loose. Goku seems kind of stiff like that, you know what I mean? Okay, so it looks like they have generic enemies. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like gameplay. So like when you fight, it's not the type of thing where you just fly up and start fighting. It's almost like you get there and then it loads you into like a battle simulator sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like in some open world games, it's like you see an enemy, you run up and you just immediately start attacking it. Like you can go from point A to point B, bam, bam, bam. With this, you fly up and then it looked like it kind of launches you into like, okay, we're going into battle mode now, and then you start fighting. I don't know if I love that, but again, it's too early into the video and it's too early into the game. And plus, again, like I said in my previous reaction, this is going to be one of those games where you have to really play before I feel like you can make a valid judgment on it. Okay. The gameplay looks pretty crazy though. For all I know, he's just pressing one button. Okay. Yeah, it looked like there was only 2 buttons for the actual attack.
Element, but in terms of, I think the question on your mind is going to be, is this an open world game? And I cannot say that it is a truly open world experience. And part of that reasoning is, of course, we wanted to stay very true to the Dragon Ball Z universe. And if we were to make it a fully open world game, we would have to kind of lie and blur the boundaries between the different zones or areas in that world. So we wanted to kind of really recreate that experience in the truest sense possible.
Okay, so essentially saying he can't call it a fully open world game, almost because it's like objective based, like he want to be true to the series, or they want to be true to the series. So essentially the way I'm taking that is like, okay, you're in, let's just say you were in the Android Saga, if it goes through the Android Saga, which I expect it to. You can't just like go, maybe you just can't go to Namek just whenever you want or whatever. There's at least an objective where you have to remain on Earth. Maybe that's why they're saying it's not just a truly open world game, because they want to stay true to the series. Like, that's just an example. Or like if you're in the Saiyan Saga, you can't just go to the hyperbolic time chamber right off the bat, you know what I mean? But I don't know, that's kind of the way I'm taking that.
In the story, you're going to unlock a new world that the characters...
Hold on! Oh, it was a fake tail. I was like... this man just attach his tail? Is that what they be doing on Xenoverse? Except it doesn't. It's like, except it's not animated. I don't even want to talk about Xenoverse.
His tail to fish. I was going to ask what activities besides fighting there are, and if there's any classic sort of early Dragon Ball content here. And you sort of answered both my questions.
That's cool. You can go hunting, fishing.
So I think the name kind of gives you a little bit of a hint. It's called, of course, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So that, you know, the implication is we're going to be following Goku's experience in life through mainly the Z franchise.
Okay. So through Boo? Question mark. Hopefully.
Story.
I love this. We've got Piccolo flying.
See, there's like a lot of cool side things that you can do. Can we acknowledge the fact that at this particular moment, it literally says you have to get Gohan back, and Goku's out here fishing and hunting? Alright, so we can see as he's flying, like, these are boundaries right here, pretty much. Like, he's in this cave, and I think they executed the boundaries pretty well. But, like, this is where the map is cut off on the mini-map, or on the compass. Like, it's a very big open world, I'll give it that. But it's not, like, ongoing, you know what I mean? Like, you can't fly around, you can't fly from one end of the planet to the other like that. It's not like that.
In terms of can the player get behind the controller and actually play as another character, I can't reveal anything at this moment, but what I can say is...
Okay. So there's a chance. And it's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Not Gohan, not Vegeta. Items, party, character, story... Oh, characters. Are you going to be able to select different characters? I know he said that he can't say that, but the fact that he didn't just flat out say no. Again, I just woke up. Means there's a chance. Okay, so the fish that he just collected, it looks like he's giving it to Goku, and that's like increasing his strength or something. Every time he eats it, it ups his strength. Alright, each food is increasing a different part of his health, or a part of his attributes. Now we're going to see some gameplay against some combat. Real combat, not a robot. Alright, here comes gameplay. Let's see how it looks.
That is the foundation, and as we kind of teased a little earlier, you saw Hachan ate the robot.
Alright, so as you can see, super attacks. It's just... So for combat, it's literally just one button for punching, one button for key blasts, and then you have a button for items. Obviously, the movement is in a category of itself, but like in terms of just sheer fighting, it looks a little bit simplistic. But again, I think the draw to this game is going to be more in the open world, in the exploration, and like side quests or something like that, than maybe combat. But I can't help but wish, again, it's early. This could be the most fun experience that I've ever had in my life. Let me be clear about that. But at first glance, I can't help but want a little bit more. Like
Xbox conference, the trailer kind of spoiled Frieza's fate a little bit, but everyone knows the story pretty
okay.
Well. Will this
dual combo looks pretty fun. So what was... He was almost like stunned or stamina break or something?
そうですね、現時点ではそのフリーザ編以降についてはまだ詳細何も、お話しできないんですけれども、まあ先ほどもお話した通りですね、ファンの方々ががっかりするようなことには、
Okay, a dual combo or something?
はい。
Well, Max, I don't want to sound like a broken record, fans, and we promise not to let them down.
I have one final question.
Don't let me down, Ian.
Flying around like he does, but also riding on the Kinto Cloud, the Nimbus. What's the advantage to riding the cloud if you fly normally?
That almost looked like a mini game, but I like that sequence. The dodging sequence, that was pretty fun. It looked pretty cool. Goku is all powered up.
そうですね。本作は
Okay.
体験というものをテーマにしておりまして、さまざまな形でですね、その均等に乗ることもそうですし、ご飯を食べるのもそうですし、魚釣りや、動物狩猟であったり、まあいろんなことを通じて、悟空としてのこう体験をする。
Okay, I think that's the general consensus when it comes to combat. I'm watching Goku, And he's punching, but he's not doing the full combo every time. He's kind of punching, and then he's backing off, weaving a little bit, going in, punching again. That's pretty dope. That I'm seeing, I wish IGN didn't have this stupid now watching crap in the way. But the super attacks, we have a Kamehameha, rock, paper, scissors. I'm not going to say scissors, paper, rock. I'm not a freaking Neanderthal. And then there's two other things under this. Yeah, it's almost like he's canceling his combos, which is pretty dope.
So kind of an overarching theme or concept of this game is the Goku experience.
And I'm stupid. I just noticed that Raditz literally has a stun meter. Oh, he's actually losing stun as he's getting hit.
魚釣りや動物狩猟であったり、いろんなことを通じて悟空としての体験をするというのがまずテーマになっています。
So kind of an overarching.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe when it gets depleted, then he gets fully stunned. Okay, I was like, okay, once it's full, he'll get stunned. I was thinking of like Infinite World. That's how it is.
It's a big part of Goku's life, I think. He just
そうですね。ご飯食べるのは結構悟空体験の中で大きな要素なんじゃないですか。
はい、そうですね。
Gameplay does look fun. It's looking fun to me.
食事についてはかなりこのゲームにおいて重要
I just keep it 100, all right? If there's things that I'm questioning, I'm not just going to be a hype beast the whole time. Okay, yeah, so when his stun runs out, then yeah, he
そ
gets...
れだけじゃなくて
Stunned.
攻撃的にですねしっかりご飯を食べることでパワーが上がって
Now, is this one of his super attacks? Oh, no, it just locked him up.
In any kind of RPG, if you consume food, it either heals you or gives you maybe a 30-minute buff.
Okay,
but
Raditz getting angry.
In this particular experience, of course, will largely affect Goku's power, and it's a part of the core
Okay,
game cycle.
now, can
how
Goku just
he
block
manages
infinitely?
The eating elements of the game.
That's awesome. That's the Saiyan appetite is a big part of that. Well, I'm dying to see more.
Oh,
of this. I
Raditz
believe
is
the
getting aggressive. Oh, now he's
are
tired?
Piccolo
Come on,
who
Raditz.
have
Beat
to
your
go to
brother
the
up.
driver's license department and get their driving test taken.
ピッコロと悟空が
Okay, it looks like that's it. All right, it looks good. It looks good. I'm trying to be completely unbiased here. Obviously, I like Dragon Ball. Just as somebody who likes video games and somebody who used to test games for a living for my career, I'm gonna be honest with some of the concerns that I might have. Like, some of the animations look a little like, and again, that's just because appearance wise, everything that I've ever had to say about this is the game looks beautiful, period. But now that we're seeing some gameplay, I have to be honest, when I see something that might not look the greatest, like graphics wise, I still think everything looks really cool. The cell shaded graphics, the models and stuff like that. But my big gripe is, like, you know, when you're flying around, like the animation's pretty smooth, but then like it feels kind of like stiff when he like, you know what I mean? When he goes fast. And then gameplay wise, my concern is that one button for attacking. That Dragon Ball games have tried that in the past. I believe Battle of Z has done that. And that was a big turnoff for me initially. But when I actually saw the gameplay, when that Raditz fight started to kind of pick up a little bit, I kind of started to see some things, the potential of things. Maybe you punch, and then you back off. Because it's not like Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's not even like Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Because Dragon Ball FighterZ is like the extreme of the extreme, where every single button does something different, you know, in just combinations of different buttons do something different. Like, it's much more technical, it's much more combo oriented. It's a fighting game. Xenoverse is when you take that a step back, a notch back, and then you have less buttons, but you still have combos. There's still things you can do, cancels, etc., etc. But if you take that another step back, then basically this game is obviously not a fighting game. Like, we all knew this. So I was never expecting anything like drastically in depth when it came to the mechanics. But that doesn't change the fact that just one button for punching is a little concerning. Then when I saw the gameplay in action, like, it looked like there was some form of cancellation, like punch, jump out, weave. You have your super attacks, you have your key attacks, items, and again, it's much more of an RPG sort of game, so... But I don't know, we'll have to see. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The gameplay is definitely promising, but I definitely want to see more. I want to know how long this game is really going to go. I want an official... This game is going to go through blank saga. But I just don't want because as fun as that gameplay might be, just you have to think about this in terms of, like, if this is a 30-hour game or something. If that Raditz fight is how every fight's going to be, it might get tiring. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's just my personal first impressions, my first thoughts of it. I think it looks beautiful. I think the open world's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely a refreshing take on a Dragon Ball game. There are some initial concerns, but again, I'm not going to make any harsh judgments completely until I've gotten a chance to play the game myself. But let me know what you guys think based off of this 10-minute or multiple minute gameplay. I'm excited to see what it becomes, alright? But anyways, that's going to do it for me. My name is Deion. I'm known as SeeReax on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Waba.
If you smell what reacts.